problems of climate change, congestion, pollution, obesity, poor physical health, poor mental health, and social and economic exclusion, if we actually think about that for a moment, then cycling is a big part of the answer to all of those major issues that we are looking at across this House. I'm also very excited about the possibilities for electric bikes, and particularly for older people, those who are frail or not in such good health, those who have longer journeys, those who need to commute and look reasonably smart when they arrive, like my honourable friend Paul Whitney mentioned just now, and those of us that live on tops of hills, as I do, then an electric bike is very much part of the solution for the future. Mr. Bailey, I want this country to be world-leading in cycling. I don't want us just to inch up the rankings. In the Netherlands, 25% of people cycle. In Germany, 10%. The UK, 2%. Let's get to the head of the pack, not just improve a bit, because we all know this makes sense. So to that end, every new housing estate that we build in this country should have connected cycle paths to the local schools, to the local employment areas. And when people get there, there needs to be enough parking to be able to put your bike. It's not just us people who use cars that need parking, it's cyclists as well. If you can't park securely and safely and actually wash and freshen up if you need to when you get there, people will not cycle in the numbers that we need them to. In my own constituency in Leighton Buzzard, I am looking forward to Central Bedfordshire Council working to complete the green wheel, as we call it, around Leighton Buzzard. We've spent money on cycle paths, but then they run out. They come to a busy road, they just stop. They're not as connected as they all need to be. And we also need to make sure that when we build new roads, we put cycling infrastructure in with them. It's much more expensive to retrofit later on. And of course, cycling needs to hold its own in business cases at the moment, and I was concerned to hear about a new road scheme recently, which ended up having the cycle scheme taken out, or it was viewed as a problem and might reduce the power of the business case because it was included. That is a nonsense, it's wrong, and it shouldn't happen. I hope the review the Department for Transport are doing will be completed well before the comprehensive spending review to provide the evidence that we need to get the increase in funding necessary. And we also want fairness and equity in funding. It is not right that only 46 council areas are getting extra money. This matters right across the country in everybody's constituency in this room. We need fairness and equity to make sure that every part of the country can benefit from the coming cycling revolution.